Hi there. My second video for the night. Finally got around to doing it. This is going to be a bit of a negative sort of complaint video, so I apologise. This is just one side of the story, but I feel as though there is some truth to this. It's not just my experience. Now, I've been working lately. I got a job about 2 months ago, just over 2 months ago. I was very lucky to get that job. I was unemployed for a long time. As you know, I'm a qualified teacher, and it's kind of like a high school. It's not really a high school, but it's in the same style. It's a high school preparation center where kids come and brush up on their English. Most of them speak English quite well already. Some don't. But yeah, the idea is to prepare them for high school in Australia and get them ready, help them with their English and get them ready. Most of them are Chinese, but we have a mixture too. We have Vietnamese, Korean, Indonesian maybe. So I want to talk a bit about that. Look, I love teaching. I love foreign languages and foreign cultures. That's definite. I like teaching. I taught adults a few months ago for a couple of weeks, and I really enjoyed that, teaching English as well. I must say, though, I am struggling at this point, and I am struggling with these adolescents. Most of them are adolescents between the age of 14 and 18, let's say. I think teaching, I don't really consider this to be teaching. I consider this more to be babysitting, or being a psychologist, or even being a security guard sometimes. And this is the problem, I think, with teaching. I got into this profession because I wanted to be a teacher, not a bodyguard, not a babysitter, and not a psychologist. Those are good jobs, but that is not the job that I wanted to do. I know a lot of people love working with kids, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think I do. There isn't much teaching happening. Before the teaching even starts, you have to work very, very hard to keep them under control, keep them interested, keep them engaged. I find it very draining work, despite the hours, which are very few. I think always telling them to be quiet, trying to get them to behave, not yelling out random things and disrupting the class, sleeping in class, using their mobile phones constantly, all these kinds of distractions. I find it very difficult to always not yell, but tell them what to do, tell them what they should be doing, and keep them under control before the lesson even begins. I feel and there are always some very diligent students, very good students. I don't just mean academically, but I mean they're interested, or they make an effort. These do exist, but I think that they're minority. Most kids find the most stupid things amusing. Obviously they're immature, they're not quite there yet, they're not quite adults yet. So I think I'm criticizing the teaching profession here. I think there's a big difference between teaching adolescents and teaching adults. Adults are there because they're there. There are no behavioural issues at all with adults, at all. With kids, you're dealing with all kinds of things. So it's not just about being a teacher. There's a lot of things involved. You have to be very careful. You have to be tough. You have to be stern. And you have to engage the students and keep them interested all the time, which is, I think, very difficult. I just wanted to share a bit of my experience about that. At first I thought, yeah, it was okay, but now I'm a bit skeptical, which does pose a problem because I was planning on teaching in Asia, and I still am planning on doing that. But it may not be any better. But we'll have to wait and see. So it's not always rewarding, because usually it's not, because the things that you prepare. You put a lot of work into preparing classes, but that's sort of, you don't feel like you're getting across to them. So you're putting a lot of work in and energy into it, but you're not really getting much out of it. And you sort of go home very drained after having told kids off for misbehaving. So I just wanted to share that experience. If you feel free to comment and let me know what you think. And if you think it's difficult, I'd be interested to know. And if you have a different experience, I'd also be interested. Let me know what you think. I'm sure that it would be much worse in an actual high school than it is here. But definitely bad enough. Yeah, cool. Thank you. And I look forward to hearing your comments.